Hello, it is JQuest and welcome to another video. And today is another Star Wars versus battle. And my good friend Calvin Gidney gave me the idea to do two great Jedi and now former Sith, Anakin Skywalker versus Obi-Wan. You might be asking, we already did this in Star Wars 3, but let me tell you, Obi-Wan got the upper hand because Anakin jumped off of the Mustafar vehicle and tried to attack him with a good spin around cut, but failed and lost his torso. But now they're going head to head on the planet, whatever you want it to be. And I'm just going to make this video saying what my opinions are. Obi-Wan is a strong Jedi and one of the strongest Jedi in the Star Wars universe, known to defeat many, and when I say many, I mean many Sith Lords and apprentices and everything from the beginning to the end. And one in general was General Grievous, Anakin Skywalker, and Count Dooku. Anakin Skywalker has also done great battles against Savage Opress. Well, they haven't had a formal battle. And General Grievous and their greater enemies like Count Dooku. Or one enemy that was his own friend named Ahsoka Tano when she was controlled by that dark, evil guy. Now, Obi-Wan, now let's just go straight into their strengths. Obi-Wan can probably lift a pretty difficult weight that most Jedi cannot do. He's fought many warriors, like the powerful General Grievous, and said he let the Force control him. He has a great power with the Force, as we know now. And he's very powerful with it because he said he let the Force control him so he can defeat General Grievous, saying that he can use the Force and he could even use it so well to let it control him 100%. And that is one strength that he has very much. But he has had very hard times with Savage Opress and Darth Maul. They give him a run for his money, and some of the oldest villains he's ever fought, and the ones that killed his master. So he never, and that's the one that killed his master. With Anakin Skywalker, he lost his mother from Tusken villagers and went to the dark side just because of love and all that. While Obi-Wan had stood strong and he had lost friends and family, but used the Force to get over it and remember that they're in a better place, and he used a lot of the Force to help him in this accomplishment. But Anakin, all of his strengths, he has used the Force many times, but mostly uses techniques with starships and techniques with his lightsaber to battle enemies and overcome things, and skill and technique with his flexibility. Well, that doesn't always work. One thing that didn't work, he tried to defeat Count Dooku but with technique, but got his arm cut off. And that's how we know and all love how Darth Vader, of course, began to be this robotic, all limbs are pretty much cyborg machines and like a Terminator even. And he uses, in starships, what I mean is he has technique. His spinning move to get away from enemies, that's one move he uses a lot, so he does not die from the enemy. He used it in the movie Star Wars 1, I believe Star Wars 2, and I don't know about Star Wars 3, but he used it a lot in the Clone Wars to help him survive. and he's a very powerful soldier like Obi-Wan, and maybe even overcoming him. I'm not doing Vader versus Obi-Wan, not the old Obi-Wan, Ben-Wan Kenobi. I'm not using Ben at all, and I'm not using Vader because we all know that Vader had killed Ben-Wan Kenobi or Obi-Wan at that time. But I'm not using that version of him, the Vader we just saw right now. I'm using the oldest form of Anakin in Star Wars 3 and Star Wars The Clone Wars, and the oldest form of Obi-Wan before the Clone Wars and the Old Republic ended. And Calvin.
It was just that I had to hook up a router to my PlayStation. You know,
yeah.
Not
yeah.
my PlayStation, but and it was a router because my dad was asleep.
Yeah. But right now I'm doing Anakin versus Obi-Wan, and I'm saying that Anakin, I'm not using the old version of him where he turned to Darth Vader. I'm not using the oldest version of Obi-Wan. I'm using the younger versions. And in strength, Anakin comes in pretty high because of his vehicle skill, his technique and flexibility that really helped him a lot in the battles against Asajj Ventress, Obi-Wan, and General Grievous. And I'm saying Obi-Wan also because but not that Obi-Wan doesn't have a lot of technique and strength. He was the one that actually taught him and all that stuff.
Anakin all this stuff.
Yeah, and but Anakin was considered the chosen one. The Skywalkers are considered chosen ones. Yeah, so I believe the battle would mostly go to Anakin Skywalker because the battle goes to Anakin Skywalker just because he was taught, but the Skywalkers were known to be the ones that will save the war from happening and the ones that killed all the Sith. And they're just the winners of this battle. And everybody, I hope you enjoyed. It was a short video, and of course we got a nice close-up with Calvin Cool or Calvin Gidney again. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next time, guys. Goodbye.